Can I get a witness in here? But when you got the key of prayer, there is no door in heaven or in earth that key will not open. Can I get a witness in here? In fact, it will open every door. In fact, Paul was so adamant about that Paul said to us in the book of Ephesians that with everything in prayer and supplication. Can I get a witness in here? Paul says that one, we ought to always pray. And then he says in another passage that man ought to pray without ceasing. Can I get a witness in here? And what Paul is implying to us, y'all, is that when we engage in prayer, that everything we need will be afforded to us. That nothing will be able to hold us back. Can I get a witness in here? And you know why it will not be able to hold us back? It's because we have the right key.
All right.
If you got the right key, it doesn't matter who's holding the door. The door is unlocked. You've just got to push your way through. Can I get a witness in here? If you got the right key, it doesn't matter what they legislate in the State House or in the White House. You can get in the door. If you got the right key, it doesn't matter what goes on at the courthouse or down at the jailhouse. You got the right key. If you got the right key, I wish I had a witness in here. It doesn't matter what the hospital or the doctor says. You got the right key. And everything you need is available to you. Prayer is the key to the kingdom, and your faith, turning that prayer, will unlock every door. Can I get a witness in here? And I want to share with you tonight that we're here for revival, and I pray this week that some of us, and if not all of us, will experience authentic revival by reviving the prayer stone off of the heap of our lives and putting it back in the cornerstone of our lives. Can I get a witness in here? So because everything we do and everything we hope to do and become is going to rest on prayer being the weight-bearing stone in your life. Can I get a witness in here? And we need, I wish I had a witness in here, real and authentic revival. It's why so many of us are struggling to make it day after day. It's because we've run out of that substitute we call energy and enthusiasm. Because long after energy has run out and the enthusiasm has died, prayer will keep you going.
Yes, it will. Yes.
You didn't hear me. Long after you've exhausted all of your Red Bull, long as after you've taken your energy pills, prayer, y'all, will still keep you going. It has to be the one thing that is central and common to each and every one of us as believers, because the only way we're going to make it from this life to life everlasting is that we've got to pray in order to make it from day to day. Can I get a witness in here? And if you ain't praying from day to day and see the necessity of prayer and praying from day to day, then I don't know where you live. Can I get a witness in here? Because sometimes just the vicissitudes of life will cause me to pray. Can I get a witness? When I look at some of the things going on in our nation, gas prices are out of hand. I have to pray. I have to pray. Sometimes God bring it down to put it in my reach. And then other times God bring me up. Can I get a witness in here? So I can just keep going and doing your will and your work. Sometimes, y'all, when I look at the nation with young men being shot, y'all, I wish I had a witness in here. On my way here, I found out in Arkansas, a young man who had been pulled over with two other, let's say, brothers of a lighter hue in the car. They are let go. He is held captive by the arresting officers, put in handcuffs in the backseat of a policeman's car, but he ends up committing suicide, so they said, with handcuffs with a shot to the temple. That makes me have to pray. When I think about our young men who wear hoodies from time to time and eat Skittles Skittles and iced tea every once in a while, but may not make it home sometimes. It causes me to pray. And in that time, there's just some tiny Negroes that get on my reserve nerve that cause me to pray. Can I get a witness in here? And the only reason I'm still here today, and the only reason I'm still in my right mind is because my mama and daddy taught me long time ago that every once in a while in this life you got to get knee bent and bowed and call upon the name of our God. Prayer, y'all, is the key to the kingdom. And if you use prayer, I'm here tonight as a living witness that it will unlock every door. Prayer is central to us becoming what God wants us to be, but it's also central to us maintaining that position. Prayer is required in our lives. Solomon here, y'all, is in this text, and he shares with us, y'all, from his perspective, the importance of prayer as God responds to him in this 7th chapter. God responds to Solomon's prayer that he prayed in the 6th chapter. It was in the dedication of the house of God that the Bible declares Solomon offers the prayer of consecration. But in that prayer of consecration, Solomon asked God a peculiar and strange quandary. Can I get a witness in here? He asked God, would he forgive his people and restore them if they strayed from his ways? What a peculiar question to ask God in a dedicatorial prayer.